This week we're going to be tier listing iconic Aussie snacks. So the tiers that we have, the top tier, the GOAT tier, is Steve Irwin, absolute iconic Australian legend.
Rest in peace.
Rest in big time. The next top tier is Hugh Jackman, on the path to becoming a Steve Irwin, but not there yet. Then the complete middle tier, where it's completely meh, is Ben Simmons. Maybe, a year ago I would have put him on the Hugh Jackman tier, but he's come down recently. Then in the second bottom tier, we have Australia's greatest serial killer, Ivan Milat.
Greatest.
And then the bottom tier is Australia's greatest pedophile, George Pell. So we'll be going through and tiering the snacks in these tiers. So we'll start off with Vegemite. This is an iconic Australian, not even snack, just brand, like worldwide. If you say, what three things that you relate Australia with, Vegemite is inevitably one of the top three. So boys, where do we put Vegemite?
Vegemite's very hit and miss. What are your thoughts on it? I love it personally. What about you two?
Don't like it.
Yeah, it reminds me of dog shit. I would say even Milat.
But on brand alone, like on sheer just brand power,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put it, Hugh Jackman at least.
I guess that's something. Are we doing these by brand power or by actual taste?
Surely this is just rating the snacks. The brand power does
No,
not.
I
Well, you
think
got-
because
you gotta
we have
take-
put iconic.
Exactly.
That it has a sway. It's become iconic for a reason. It's earned its way there. Longevity, legacy, we got to factor in.
Like, I personally don't like it. I agree. But I know many people who do love it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those polarizing things. You either love it or you hate it. I hate it, but just I have to respect it.
You can appreciate it,
You have to respect.
You have to respect the iconic. Okay, fair enough. I'll have to go Hugh Jackman then.
Hugh Jackman. All right. So the next one up is fairy bread. So fairy bread, for people who might not know, is basically slices of white bread with
Cut into triangles
with either butter or margarine, probably butter, the more unhealthy option, and just hundreds and thousands. So basically sprinkles sprinkled on top of it.
Nutritious snack.
Very nutritious. This is more of a primary school or preschool vibe. I think after 8 you stop eating this.
And it's mostly at like birthday parties, like kids'
Yeah,
birthday
it was-
parties. I don't think it's a daily snack. It's not even on rotation.
But when you're 8 years old, this was elite. This was the meta back then.
I'm aligned with that, to be perfectly honest. I haven't had it in a while, but I feel like I would enjoy it even if I had it now.
I want one now, bro. I want one.
Darren
now.
suggests after this recording, we all go down to our kitchens and whip up some fairy bread. It is high up. I'll give you that. It is high up.
Can I take a controversial opinion here? I didn't really care for fairy bread at any point in my life. Even as a young kid, I saw through the facade of it's just white bread with a bit of butter and sprinkles on it. Like, come off it.
Sometimes there's simple
That's because
things
you
in
never
life.
went to
Sam.
birthday parties.
That's beside the point, but all right. So where are we putting fairy bread then?
I would say Hugh Jackman.
So we're saying it's the same level as Vegemite.
I think so because it has a bit of brand power to it. Like I said, it was the goat back then when we were kids, and I think it still remains the goat if you're a kid around that age. And the taste is good. It's just sugar.
The fact that I'm not putting it top tiers because I don't have it now. That's
Exactly.
the only thing holding me
Exactly.
back from putting it upper echelons.
All right. Hugh Jackman
Jacko.
it is. All right. So the next one off the list is Lamingtons, which are cakes that are covered in chocolate and coconut flakes, essentially. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, again, not the biggest fan of Lamingtons, I will say.
Couldn't care less for them. I agree.
I saw some
Couldn't
shaking
care
heads,
less.
so I thought I was going to get flamed for that one.
Ro, go on, Ro.
I love Lamington. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty good. It takes me back to the days in recess in primary school where I would just be, having 3 or 4 lamos just stacked in my mouth at one time.
So, Kush, do you agree with?
No, I'd say it's a Ben Simmons. It's there. It's not as, if I'm comparing fairy bread to Lamington, both staples of my childhood, I
Yeah.
would always choose fairy bread over Lamington.
Lamington's last resort for me.
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons is nice and fair. Like
The only reason why I'm giving it Ben Simmons is because of the brand power. If there was no status to it, it's much lower, buddy.
All right. So,
All right, Ben Simmons it is.
all right, lovely. So next one, much like Vegemite, is also an institution. It's Milo. I'm saying it right now. Milo is Steve Irwin for me.
Milo with. Okay, so I'm also in agreement with that. Steve Irwin, Milo is iconic, and it actually is on. It was my every day after school. I would go home and I would have some Milo.
Yeah,
me with warm milk, Sen probably with cold milk,
hot milk, warm milk, cold milk, ice cream. Dude, you can have it with anything.
You're talking about the brand here, the Milo, the whole brand, not just the powder, the amazing chocolate powder. You're talking about the whole brand, correct?
Look, for argument's sake, we're going to say we'll stay with the powder for this.
Because the Milo cereal is disgusting. Just pointing it out. It's horrible.
Bro, I'm a huge advocate.
Let's just say for this argument, let's say just the powder.
It's there. It's Steve Irwin. It hits all the spots.
All right.
Maddie is looking discontent.
Yeah.
I have no opinions on Milo, so I'm
you're a big fan of the old Nesquik, huh? Is that what it is? Nesquik West Milo?
All right. Next up is Ciao Rolls, which are, for people who may not know, are like it's like sausage rolls. Like it's pastry filled with like cabbage and like nondescript meat.
It's a terrible sausage roll.
Yeah, it's like a really bad sausage roll.
It's no sujuk.
It's
I'll tell you that much.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I have never had one before.
Ooh,
what?
That's interesting.
Think about how you just described it, Said.
Yeah, but surely you have to try one of
that
these.
is appealing. Nah, dude.
It was like $1.20 at the canteen.
It was always. This was a school canteen.
You think I had $1.20 in school, mate? Not enough home lunches, dude.
This is going down to George Pell.
Yeah,
this is George Pell.
This is
Thank you.
yeah.
Ciao Rolls, just disgusting.
As bad as a pedophile.
So we banished the Ciao roll to George Pell. Next up, we have Allen's lollies. So this is all sorts. So the red frogs, snakes, the raspberries, strawberry and creams, all of them. Where do we put the Allen's?
That's the red packaging one, right?
The red packaging one, yep.
Ooh, I'm a slut for the red frogs. And I think you are, Sam, as well.
Yes, sir. The red frogs.
There we go.
Big Daddy Red Frog fan, bro. He looked.
No, I don't really like lollies that much. So like, it doesn't push my buttons at all.
So I could see Rose are more of a. He doesn't sort of factor into this opinion. Sorry. Look, Allen's snakes. They're also very good. I also like the Allen snakes. Good. I would say it's a Hugh Jackman. It's not the best lolly I've ever had, but it does hit the spots as well.
I agree. I would say.
Does Allen's have any sort of status? I don't think it does.
I think it's just a proud Australian brand. Maybe not known worldwide, but in Australia, it's got pride and place here.
There you go. I'm happy to go with Hugh Jackman as well.
Hugh Jackman, it is.
Can I just ask real quickly, what's your favourite lolly then?
Whiz Fizz, I would say.
Oh my god. Your opinion matters nothing here, dude.
No, I don't really do lollies, dude. Like, I'd much prefer chocolates over lollies because it just gets stuck in your teeth. It's not that great. I don't know. I don't rate them at all.
Fair enough. All right, next up, we have Woolies Mud Cake. I've got a quick aside for this one. So at work a few months ago, we were going to have a culture day, and everyone was meant to bring in something from their culture. And so then everyone was just listing what they were going to bring. And they came to me, and I'm like, well, I'm Australian. I'm going to bring in Woolies Mud Cake. I was told off by 3 different people for that suggestion. They're like, you're Sri Lankan. Bring something of Sri Lankan. I'm like, I'm Australian as well, mate. Woolies Mud Cake is also an institution, in my humble opinion. It was a mainstay in a lot of birthday parties.
Dare I suggest workplace racism, Sen?
That is quite racist. Holy shit, when you said that. My God.
Did HR get involved, Sen?
Nah, it didn't get escalated that far. But anyway, where are we putting?
Something from your culture.
And they said, no, you are Sri Lankan. Like,
it wasn't that aggressive, but it was just like, oh, come on, like, take this seriously was more the tone of it.
Oh!
It's because I was too lazy to actually cook anything, and I was just going to pick up a Woolies Mud Cake on the way to work. But anyway, where are we putting the Woolies Mud Cake?
Iconic.
This is going to be a hot take.
Go on.
Ivan Milat is where it sits.
Oh. No, Ro, I will tend to agree with you there.
Wow.
It is one of the most iconic things we have on the list. But if you're going off taste, as Kush wanted to earlier, may I remind you, average. Bang average.
Taste is average. I don't know if it's average.
Taste is average. It's not even, I don't know how.
No, it's like $5. It does the job for $5. That's
the thing.
It. That's the only redeeming quality.
Huge cake.
If I want a cake, I'm getting something else. Not even touching
Boys,
it.
Must be nice.
I'm humbly disagreeing here. The Woolies Mud Cake is the great equalizer, you know? From the Prime Minister down to the hobo outside the Woolies, everyone has had and enjoyed the Woolies Mud Cake.
Dude,
I've definitely had one,
cake.
Sen. I've had one. Second part of the statement.
One.
The second part of your statement I'm going to have to disagree with.
Kush, where are you putting the Woolies Mud Cake?
Look, I'm just saying we had cake once at Miggs's house, and those were easily the $100 Cheesecake Factory cakes. So the man's having the time of his life over there. This, to me, is going to be a Hugh Jackman. It's not a Steve Irwin because, the taste isn't like top tier for the cakes that I have had, but the price, the brand, Woolies, dude, it's Hugh Jackman to me.
I agree, Hugh Jackman, but these two have said Ivan Milat, so we'll split the difference and say Ben Simmons. All right, next up we have, well, it's a double here. It's Caramello Koalas and Freddo Frogs. Where would you rate either of them? Now, Ro, you had a rant.
Because they're two different chocolates.
They're the same.
They're the same. One just has caramel in it.
No, I agree with Ro.
What are you talking about? It's like saying anything. Oh, yeah. Twix and Mars bars are the same.
They are chocolates.
There's a biscuit inside.
It's a genre. They are literally chocolate.
It's a genre. Yeah, subgenre.
All right, Ro, where are you putting Caramello then? The koalas, where are you putting those?
I love caramel. Like when those, so basically like my first foray into Caramello Koalas.
Your first experience.
Was my first time with Caramello Koalas was with those fundraisers that came around when people had just like boxes after 20 cent chocos, and I would always have Caramello Koalas. I'm going to put it in Hugh Jackman, and if I would be so bold, Steve Irwin.
Okay. You are not that bold. It is. Look. This is my early memory. It's the fundraisers. That's all it is. I would never go to my way to get a Freddo chocolate. If they're way better chocolates taste-wise than Freddo's, dude.
But for $1 though, it's good value.
After lunch, Kush, you're
exactly
mathematics, period 5, dare I suggest, You're still hungry. Lunch didn't do ya. You see a guy in the corner. He's got the box. He's got the fundraiser box full of Freddos. You check your wallet. $1 coin. Oh, you're living.
Stop it.
All right, so...
Steve Irwin, surely not.
Not Steve Irwin. I'll say Caramello for sure, Hugh Jackman, and Freddo Frog maybe one tier below that in the Ben Simmons.
Oh, I'm happy to put Freddo Frog in George Pell or Ivan Milat.
What? No.
Caramello Koalas.
No, right. That's blasphemy.
Manny, what do you say?
I just think Caramello Koala should be one tier above Freddo Frog. Be it Steve Irwin or Hugh Jackman, whichever one Caramello Koala, I will agree with.
Hugh and Ben.
Hugh and Ben sounds good to me. All right. Next up, we have Tim Tams. So going off the Steve Irwin, I'm going to have to say this is absolutely Steve Irwin
this
for me.
This is Steve Irwin, my lord.
Dare I suggest say
Pure
less.
class.
This is the Stevest of Irwins that we have on this list.
Dude, if Tim Tam made a sujuk Tim Tam, it'd be amazing. It would be amazing.
All right. So Tim Tams, pride and place at number 1. All right. Next up, we have party pies, which are just basically small meat pies.
Steve.
Really?
Steve.
Controversial take. I hate party pies.
I think they're trash.
Oh, no.
I hate them with a passion. You get the sorted pack, half party pies, half sausage rolls. I'm dusting off the sausage rolls.
No.
I'm not even touching the party pies.
Opposite for me. The sausage rolls are trash. The meat pies
are not getting anything.
Exactly.
I would definitely have the pie over the rolls, but they're both bad.
I'm a whore for the rolls. I'm a whore for them.
Oh, so where are we putting the party pies then?
This is a Ben Simmons for me. I honestly don't care about this.
All right.
No, but here's the thing. That being said, I want to put my opinion out. But that being said, as Rose said, I can appreciate the status of them.
But are we saying
iconic? They are high.
Are they the same level as Vegemite, Caramello Koalas, Allen's, Lollies?
Oh, surely not.
I don't think so. I think they're Ben Simmons, the same level as Lamingtons and Woolies mug cakes.
Yeah, actually, now that you put that in perspective, you're right. You're absolutely right. Sorry, Rohit.
All right. 3 more to go. Next up is ANZAC Biscuits. So my honest opinion of ANZAC Biscuits is that they should be George Pell. And I feel like
they're trash.
Am I besmirching the good name of the ANZACs who fought for our freedoms to liken them to a pedophile?
Absolutely are.
Then I can't even put them in Ivan Milat either. So I'm saying ANZAC Biscuits, even though this might not be my real opinion, I think it should be Ben Simmons.
You dug yourself in a hole with the name.
It should be GP. I won't say the full name, but it should be GP.
General practitioner.
By pure virtue, though, it will have to come into Ben Simmons unless anyone wants to make
the art from the artist. Can we separate the biscuits from the ANZACs?
No, because they're intertwined.
You can get ANZAC biscuits year round, not just at ANZAC Day.
No, but their very history is intertwined with the ANZACs themselves. So no, you can't separate the ANZACs from the ANZAC biscuits. I'm sorry, you take one with the other.
You know the little assorted box that you get in ANZAC Biscuits? They're always the last one to be eaten, dude.
No, dude, I'm calling for Steve again, dude. Bring Steve out. I love ANZAC Biscuits.
Really?
Yeah, but you got to have the right
bloody
one.
sawdust in your mouth.
I understand that there are bad ANZAC Biscuits. If ANZAC Biscuits are coming in a wrapper-based format, like you can, like, the Arnott's biscuits, they're going to be trash. But if they come in the plastic containers in Woolies, they're good.
So the fresh ones
They
are
are
good.
very
saying.
good.
They have to be fresh.
They have to be fresh.
Do we put it in Ben Simmons and call it a day?
It's Ben Simmons. It's going to be Ben Simmons.
All right, we'll put that one in Ben Simmons. Next up is Shapes, which I believe we might have covered already before in the chips tier list, but again, another staple of Australian snack. So where are we putting the Shapes?
George Pell.
Really?
Dude, they're the most overrated snacks of all time.
You're telling me...
I think he's doing controversial takes on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Chicken crimpy.
Sabotaging.
George Pell. Chicken crimpy George Pell. Come off it, Roy. That is completely incorrect.
Mate, chicken crimpy is what George Pell was using for lure.
I'm with Ro here. I think they're quite overrated, but I'm going to put in Ivan Milat, considering we haven't put anything yet into Ivan Milat. So.
Okay.
The fact that I don't fuck with the other flavors, maybe then. Maybe.
Exactly.
I'll give
Chicken
you that.
crimpy is the only good one. So Ivan Milat for Shapes. Next up is TV snacks.
Woo! This one's pretty decent.
Ivan.
This is Ivan again for me.
Oh, no.
I do not rate TV snacks at all.
Again,
No.
there's about 50 variations of TV snacks. You're eating like 2 or 3 of them.
There's only around
Rest of them
7. That's it.
stinkers.
You're wrong. Coro, back me up here. It's got to be
I'm
higher.
going to back you up. Sen, you told me famously that you've never had TV snacks.
I did
don't know what you're talking
until about 2 weeks ago when I tried the Krispy Kreme variations and was
So you
not a
didn't
fan
even try
of
the
them.
original TV snacks?
No, I haven't.
Dude, the original TV, it's like literally Twix. If you like Twix, you like TV snacks. It's beautiful.
Ah.
But here's the thing. The fact that he's never had it means it's not that big in the snack industry, the game. It's not being the game. You know?
I agree.
If it was big, then he would have already have tried it. So the fact the brand is not even compelling him means, I don't
See,
know.
right now Ben Simmons has Lamingtons, Party Pies, Woolies mug cakes, ANZAC biscuits. TV snacks are not on that level.
All right. I'm not happy to put in Ivan Milat, but I'll do it just for the sake of ending this segment.
You hate to see it.
Glad to have you here, Ro.
All right, that brings us to the end of the Aussie snack tier list. You can find the full tier list on Instagram.